came out the last revision. They were expecting 2.9, which usually comes out the same on the last revision. They actually went up to 3.2. Again, good news. Isn't good, I guess. So we kind of traded down, and then initial claims came out, and they were expecting 222, came out at 216. So a little bit kind of in line there, not too bad. Again, kind of bullish a little as well, and bad for S&P. So we'll see what happens. Let's give you our levels for this morning here. We'll see what goes on. Our pivot this morning is 38.72. 38.72 support, 65, 57, 49, 43, and 32. Resistance on the upside at 79, 87, 94, 39 even, and 08. Pivot 72, resistance at 79, 87, 94, 39 even, and 08. And support at 65, 57, 49, 43, and 32. All right. Let's stay here. I have no audio. You guys can hear me okay, right? We will post the levels here, but then he can't hear me, so. All right. All right, market kind of opens up, coming trade down here a little bit. Let's see if we have any other numbers coming out here. Like I said, we had initial claims, we had GDP, the final revision of GDP, which again, quickly coming down here to our 65 here, by the way. Yes, we're gonna trade it. Got down at 3.5 here, coming back up really fast. All right, nice little rotation there. Got up here to 68. So 3.5, if you've got a 2.3 point stop, you did okay there. Nice rotation, quick rotation off of it. You gotta be right on top of it here, unfortunately. This is really quick. We are going to post a level here in a minute. Unfortunately, you missed the first level. Continues to downtick. Next support level we have is down at 57. And there they are. The GDP number again was good, but expansion of the economy not slowing down, bad for interest rates. Even though just the market didn't really, the bond market didn't react to it too much. All right, coming quickly down here to the 57 area. Got a little volatility here right off the morning, so be a little bit careful here. Got to head down to 8.25 there. Of course, like I said, I'm in there at 58. Amazing. We're still on the same bar though, so be careful. Very quick opening bar here as the market reacts to some of the news that already came out this morning, namely GDP, which kind of was better than expected, and of course, and that was initial claims, and then GDP was also much better than expected. 3.2 on the last revision is a big revision. I mean, that doesn't It should not be that much of a difference in the last revision to the GDP number. So a little bit. Coming down here again, we're still in the same bar again. Now we're getting down here to 57 area. All right, down there to 57 this time. Getting a little bit whippy here. Be careful, but at least we got the 57 this time. If you made the adjustment, then jump in there at 58. Obviously, I got my 58 out of there. I did get a quick 2 points out of that, so nice little quick opportunity there. Taking advantage of this little quick move here in the market. Nothing wrong with volatility, obviously, as long as it goes, works and gives us those opportunities for us, but you have to be quick, so you have to react to it quick. You have to have your orders in place there, both entry and exit, because it just ticks up there for a second, especially when you get this little added volatility here. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We do have a number coming out here, leading indicators coming out here at the top of the hour. Could be a little bit of a market mover as well. Yeah, very surprising that they, well, it's not surprising. The surprise was the miss there on that GDP number, I think. And it's a positive miss, but still. All right, gonna bounce in here off of the 57 area a little bit. All right, nice little rotation there against the 57 area. And obviously just got down to 56 there, so even if you got in underneath, it should have been okay, but should have been, you could have got the 56s there easily, I think. If you kept that in there. Our next support level on the downside we have is down at 49. Also remember that there's a number coming out here at 9 o'clock as well. All right, coming back down here. Next support level is down at 49. Goldman Sachs chief economist says he doesn't expect the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates in 2023, mostly because he's more optimistic than most about the economic ability to sidestep a recession. Speaking on CNBC, he predicted that a recession will likely be avoided as tighter financial conditions and tighter monetary policy constrict the labor market and cuts into GDP growth. Both of those, by the way, opposite of what he just said there, but not enough to trigger a downturn. This will in turn keep the Fed from reducing interest rates during the year, and as a lack of a recession will lower the pressure for stimulus. As we continue to downtick, looking at the 49 area next. I think the hurdle for the Fed to cut interest rates is a non-recessionary environment with inflation still above the target. I think it's going to be relatively high, he said, as I look forward to 2023, even with the additional hikes, we have an extra 75 basis point hike in here, similar to the Fed's forecast. I think the drag on financial conditions will be smaller. Okay, we'll see. We do have the leading indicators coming out here at top of the hour. Everybody here in the United States is going to get this cold blast coming in. So everybody stays warm. And it's in case I don't have my internet tomorrow. I just want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. I think it's Sunday, yeah. So just in case, this weather here, they're expectation here for very windy and maybe, I don't know what they're expecting. They're making it seem like it's the end of the world here for the next 48 hours starting this afternoon. So I don't know if we're going to have internet or whatever, but it's going to be cold, that's for sure. And talking temperature right now is like we're at like 20, 30 degrees right now in Chicago. It's supposed to go down to 2. That's 2 degrees by this afternoon. Yeah, it's 30 degrees right now. It's supposed to go down to, 3 by 6 o'clock. Minus, this is the temperature, not the wind chill. Minus 9 degrees by next morning. Minus 9. That's without the wind chill, and they're expecting some ridiculous winds to the point that should not be out, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Minus 9 and then a wind chill. Ooh, a 40, 50 degree wind. God, it's got to be brutal. Got to put it minus 50 degrees or something. Minus 50 degrees with the wind chill. Whew. Yeah, so that's what's happening around here in Chicago. And like I said, I don't know if we're going to be, I have internet or not tomorrow, but in case, wish everybody a Merry Christmas and come back next week. Happy New Year. Yeah, but it's gonna be interesting. Well, let's put it this way: I don't plan on getting out of the house, so obviously, if it snows, I have to take care of my driveway. But they say that they were expecting at the beginning of the week, they were expecting 18 inches of snow. The next day it was down to 9. Yesterday it was down to 5. And so it's not the snow, it's the cold and the wind. We'll find out. Yeah, we're getting some nasty weather here in Chicago. I guess most of the middle part of the country is getting this cold blast coming from Canada. Even our friends in Texas going to feel a little bit of a chill. But then they said next Tuesday is going to be 70 down there. So -9 degrees is the temperature by tomorrow morning. Can you imagine that? Ugh. It's been a while since I've seen those numbers here in Chicago. A couple of years. It has. I mean, I've been out there in that weather, so. All right, stay here on the lows. Next support level we have down at 49. All right, coming down here to the 49 area. All right. Well, yeah, the market here stays on here on the lows, looking at the 49 next support. Got down to 51 there and pop back up a bit. Yeah, the weather here in Chicago is going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty. It has been a while since it's been this bad too. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. At least around here. I mean, we're used to some nasty weather, but the only good thing about it is it's. I think Tuesday they're expecting in the 30s. So if you want to feel warmth, go out today or tomorrow, hang out there for like 2 minutes, and then go out on Tuesday. You'll feel it's like summer. It'll be the best. But we'll just have to get through the next 48 hours anyway. That's for sure. I was staying here on the lows. We do have a number coming out here in about 9 minutes. Uh, Leading indicators could be a little bit of a market mover. The GDP number here that came out today was the last revision of the third quarter, which usually doesn't really have a big divergence from the expectation of it. Came out at 3.2 from 2.9 expected. That's a big miss, especially for the third revision. And that's why it's a good number. The economy is growing, but as you can see here, good news, not good for the market. But the bond market is kind of hanging in there, not really, gave up a little bit, but nothing, still hanging in there. We're just kind of hanging here on these lows. Okay, I've never seen this before. Coldest wind chill. The wind chills in this can't be right. Wind chill in Ohio. Is that right? Yeah, Ohio, which by the way is going to get the coldest, nastiest weather because this thing is going from east to west, and Ohio's right in the path. The wind chill they're expecting a minus 120. That's what this thing says here. That is not safe. That crazy? That is absolutely not safe. I mean, the wind is and the cold is nasty. It's crazy, by the way. They're crazy numbers. All right, we're hanging here on the lows, looking at the 49 area next. All right, number coming out here in about 4 minutes. We're just kind of hanging here on the lows, seeing where it wants to go next. We do have a couple of numbers coming out here, so we have to be a little bit mindful of that. Well, one number. All right, let's be a little bit careful there with the 49, only because we have a number coming out here. It's a little close, but again, depending on your risk tolerance. All right, there's going to be a number coming out here. We'll see what it's going to do to the market or not. And I don't know if they like the low too much in the bids and offers, but we'll see what happens. All right, numbers out here. And they're just kind of range bound, so really not much happening here with this number. They're reacting a little bit to it, but